A month ago, if you'd have asked somebody if Tottenham Hotspur would finish in the top 4, a lot of people would have said yes, but now, it's difficult to predict what the future holds for Jose Mourinho's side following their dismal run in the Premier League. Tottenham's latest 1-0 defeat against Brighton and Hove Albion has provided a reality check to the fans of the North London club about how ordinary their team looks without their star striker Harry Kane in the lineup. Well, it was a difficult afternoon for the Lily Whites. Leandro Trossard scored the winner for the home team in the 17th minute after a brilliant cutback from Pascal Gross. Gareth Bale was given his first start by Mourinho since making a loan move from Real Madrid. The Welsh winger came in place of injured striker Kane in attack but looked off the pace, wasteful and squandered possession on many occasions before being substituted in the 61st minute of the match against the relegation-threatened side. The 31-year-old was expected to take some pressure off Heung-Min, but the Welshman could not register a single shot on target or create a chance for the South Korean attacker, who was playing as a central striker in Kane's absence. With many fans already labelling Bale as a white elephant following his poor performances recently.
We don't lose because of one player or one bad performance, we lose together.
Mourinho has stopped the fans from blaming any individual after pointing out that football is a team game. When we lose a match, we lose all together. We don't lose because of one player or one bad performance, we lose together. So I don't think it's fair, especially for myself in the representation of my team, I don't think it's fair to answer to you that question, especially now. Brighton came close to doubling their lead in the final minutes of the game when Aaron Connolly received the ball in the 6-yard area, but the goal-bound shot was blocked by Toby Alderweireld near his goal line. Tottenham remains 6th in the league table, above Chelsea and Everton on goal difference. Spurs clearly struggled without the creativity and cutting edge of Kane during their second defeat since the turn of the year. The 27-year-old English striker has missed the game against the Seagulls at the American Express Community Stadium due to a foot injury. The one-time Millwall Young Player of the Year injured both ankles in the 3-1 loss to Liverpool at home, and his absence for a few weeks, according to the manager, could be critical in Tottenham's bid to land a Champions League spot. There are some players you can't replace. When it happens, but I believe we have to fight against it. We can't do anything else. For how long Kane will be out, I can't tell you, Mourinho said. With Kane injured, Son is clearly struggling to get off the mark. The deadly duo has troubled opposition defences throughout the ongoing campaign after displaying an otherworldly understanding on the pitch. Kane's last assist for Son to score against Leeds United at home earlier last month was the 13th time the pair have combined this season, equalling the English top-flight record for goal combination. The only positive thing for the fans to take away from the match was a brilliant display from Carlos Vinicius. The Brazilian striker, who joined Tottenham from Benfica on a season-long loan spell, made an instant impact after replacing Bale on the pitch and improved Spurs in the final third. Unfortunately for him, Vinicius has had barely a chance to show his attacking instincts in the Premier League, having won the Primera Liga top scorer award last season. Dele Alli would always come into the discussion when we talk about Tottenham struggling to score goals with their main striker out due to an injury. The 24-year-old has struggled to force his way into Mourinho's starting team this season for a variety of reasons. His last game was away at Marine in the FA Cup third round, and he hasn't featured since due to a tendon injury. If the reports in the media are to be believed, Ali has been linked with a reunion with former Tottenham boss Mauricio Pochettino, who's now in charge at PSG. The England international is hoping for a way out of the club this month, knowing that he will never get the desired game time under Mourinho.
Okay, again, training, I understood already. Where is Dele? I understood already that you are a fucking lazy guy in training.
Not sure why his potential departure is getting delayed here. Either the club is finding it difficult to find a potential suitor for Ali, which is quite an unlikely scenario, or they're negotiating way too hard for the loan deal. The North London club have been constantly linked with a move for the former player Christian Eriksen. The Danish international enjoyed a decent spell at Tottenham before moving to Inter Milan last year. The 28-year-old is reportedly unsettled at the San Siro and wants a move back to London, and his arrival would see the club let Ali negotiate his possible move to Parc des Princes. But it's not only the attacking ranks that need some attention. A lot of people might disagree, but one of the main reasons behind their lack of composure high up the field is their faltering defence. It's surprising to see the side struggling defensively, especially with Mourinho in the dugout. The Portuguese tactician is known for his masterclass in transforming weak defences during his entire career. If you have a doubt in your mind, watch how Inter Milan won the Champions League under his guidance. But the former Porto boss is facing a difficult dilemma with the team's overall defence, and Serge Aurier in particular. The Ivorian defender didn't look happy after being subbed during half-time against Liverpool. Reports in the media suggest that Aurier was furious when Mourinho singled him out for criticism regarding the goal in the dressing room, prompting the Ivorian to engage in a heated exchange of words with the manager. After that, he reportedly left the stadium altogether, and most of his teammates were less than amused by his reaction. Historically speaking, Mourinho has not tolerated such behaviour from any player, even a superstar, during his managerial career, so Spurs fans should prepare themselves to see Aurier on the bench more often during the last 18 months of his contract in London. The former Paris Saint-Germain defender is a pivotal part in Spurs' defence, having already provided some key assists during the ongoing campaign. His potential exile has forced Mourinho to make some changes to the defensive lineup, with Moussa Sissoko playing as a wing-back and Alderweireld coming in for Eric Dyer, who was rested after playing back-to-back matches during a hectic schedule of games. But a refreshed backline did not immediately click and couldn't stop the Seagulls from opening the scoring. Another reason why Spurs are lacking creativity and struggling at the back is because Sergio Reguilón is out for several weeks due to a muscle injury. The young left-back has made an instant impact since joining the English side from Madrid in the summer, having impressed the fans with his forward runs and supply of pinpoint deliveries in the penalty box from the left flank. Known for his mazy runs and aggressive forward play, it's only of late the Spurs faithful have started to see the best from the Spaniard. It's his ability to attack that particularly sets him apart from other defenders, having already provided 3 assists during his short stay with Spurs. Overall, he's been a smart investment by the London club, which has helped to get the most out of Ben Davies. The prospect of having them both in one team should excite fans and the club without any shadow of a doubt. Bringing Matt Doherty to the club in the summer from Wolves, Spurs have yet to see the very best of the Republic of Ireland international. The 29-year-old has been doing a great job offensively, but he's struggled to find his feet defensively, maybe because Mourinho is using him in a slightly deeper role as a right-back, and he's not had many chances to push forward and do what he does best. But again, the biggest problem that Tottenham are facing at the moment is to play someone alongside Son, having already tried and tested fielding Eric Lamela and Lucas Moura with the Korean striker up front in the past. It's reported that Tottenham are interested in signing a short-term replacement for Harry Kane, with reports suggesting that a move for Edin Dzeko is on the cards, but it wouldn't make sense to bring in a player who's already passed his best. With Kane set to miss league outings against Chelsea and West Brom, as well as the FA Cup tie against Everton, Spurs should not consider making a signing as a short-term solution. They should rather rely on Vinicius and play him alongside their joint top scorer Son, at least until Kane makes a swift return from injury. If Mourinho doesn't utilise the Brazilian as the first choice attacker in Kane's absence, then Tottenham chairman Daniel Levy will surely not be inclined to exercise the €43 million option to make the Brazilian's transfer permanent. But Spurs may have to adapt the way they play a little to accommodate him. Though the former Benfica forward is capable of dropping off, he will not be as prolific or creative as Kane. Spurs then may need another passing player like Harry Winks in central midfield to compensate for the loss of Kane's creativity. Nonetheless, Tottenham's season does seem to be unravelling at the moment. They're not playing the exciting brand of football that put them in the title picture at the start of the season. Moreover, the players also seem devoid of confidence, and there appears to be no plan when Harry Kane isn't around. The England international will be missing a few games due to his ankle injury, and the manner in which they played against Brighton is anything to go by. Spurs are definitely in for a tough ride without the presence of their talismanic leader.